Oh, good evening, all. I'm going to be streaming the Thursday night Nixa Check in net. Your net control will be Brad, K0KDW. I want to remind everybody that this coming Saturday is the Hams Around the Ozark breakfast at the Golden Corral there here in Springfield off of Primrose. Excuse me. We meet in the back room. We get there at 8 in the morning. We're usually there till about 10. It's not a club specific event. Don't have to even belong to a club to join us. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're interested in ham radio and you don't have your ticket yet, you don't actually have to be an amateur radio operator.
All stations, the Nixa Amateur Radio Club's Thursday night check-in net will begin in about a minute and a half. Before we begin, are there any stations on the systems with emergency or priority traffic? If so, come now.
Just come join us for a good camaraderie. You can ask all the questions you want, all the questions you have, and just to enjoy some good morning breakfast with everybody.
Hearing no emergency or priority traffic, we'll begin the net in about 60 seconds. KA0KDW.
Also remind everybody that on April the 12th, there'll be a fox hunt at Nathaniel Green Park, Springfield Botanical Garden. Start at 12 o'clock. We'll have, even if you've never done a fox hunt, want to learn, come on out. We'll have guys there to help you. Sean will even have a fox set up to where we can give you some instructions and go try to hunt the other ones if you want. But don't actually have to be an amateur radio operator to come out and enjoy this too, because you're only receiving when you're searching for a fox, so you don't have to transmit. So anybody is welcome to come out and enjoy the fox hunt. They are a blast. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of people out there. Other than that, we're going to take a standby and wait for the net to start. Once again, everybody, thanks for stopping with KE6GE, the Hillbilly Ham. This is where ham radio comes to life. And we will be streaming the Nixa NARC Check-in net tonight.
Good evening, all stations, and welcome to the Nixa Amateur Radio Club's Thursday night check-in net. This net meets each Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the club's multi-band suite of repeaters covering the Springfield region. The purpose of this net is to pass along announcements and information for the club and regional amateur radio activities and to improve communications across area amateurs. Find equipment and parts for your station or project and take advantage of the multi-band facet of this net to utilize other bands aside from 2 meter and 70 centimeters to check into the net and to communicate with other amateurs using the 10 meter, 6 meter, 1.25 meter, 33 centimeter, and 23 centimeter bands, which will help you to learn your station's equipment on those, or station's capabilities rather, on those bands, and the repeater's capabilities, as well as to find others with similar interests in those bands. You can check into the net on the following repeaters: the 29.60, 29.680, the 53.270, the 145.270, the 147.015, the 224.28, the 442.425, the 927.0125, and the 1285.050. All repeaters use a PL of 162.2 Hertz with the exception of the 10-meter repeater, which uses a PL of 123.0. You can also join us on All-Star Node 565503 and Echolink Node K0NXA-L. This is Kilo Alpha Zero, Kilo Delta Whiskey. That's K0KDW. My name is Brad, Bravo Romeo Alpha Delta. I'll be your net control this evening. Before we continue, is there any announcements for this week's net? Please come down.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo.
K6GAE, go ahead.
Good evening there, Brad. This is K6GAE. I want to remind everybody this coming Saturday is the Hams Around the Ozarks breakfast at the Golden Corral in Springfield off of Glenstone and Primrose. We meet in the back room. Start meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're usually there until about 10 a.m. It's not a club-specific event. Don't even have to belong to a club to join us. If you're listening to this and you're not an amateur, don't have your amateur radio license yet, and interested in amateur radio, you're more than welcome to join as well. Once again, we meet at 8 o'clock in the morning on the first Saturday of the month, which is this Saturday coming up. So hopefully we'll see everybody there in the back room. The other thing I want to remind everybody is on April the 12th, Sean K0MAD is going to be putting on a fox hunt at Nathaniel Green Park in Springfield at 2400 South Scenic. We will start at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Even if you've never done fox hunts and you're interested in learning about fox hunts, come on out. There'll be some of us there to help you do the fox hunt. Sean will even have a fox set up to do a little training with. Don't have to be even have to be an amateur radio operator and have your license for a fox hunt as well, because the only thing you do on a fox hunt is receive. So hopefully we'll see everybody there at Nathaniel Green on April the 12th at 12 o'clock. That's all we got, so we'll pass it back to Net Control. K6GAE, back to Net Control.
All right, thank you for that, Dave. Hopefully both the breakfast and the fox hunt have good turnout there. Do we have any other announcements before I go to club announcements? All right, hearing no additional announcements, we'll now move to club-related announcements. The next meeting of the Nixa Amateur Radio Club will be Saturday, April 12th. The Nixa Amateur Radio Club will have a second weather-related training session for you. This will be held at the brand new Nixa Fire Department's new 150-seat regional training facility, which is located there at Nixa Fire Station 1, 711 North Main Street. It'll be from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. I'm not going to go to the meeting at 6 a.m. I doubt anybody else will either. So again, that'll be April 12th, beginning at 6 p.m., 711 North Main. This session will feature the National Weather Service's Warning Coordinator, Steve Runnels, and the Southwest Missouri Regional Skywarn Coordinator, Patty Palmer, KD0AEL. Steve will tell us how mobile spotters can help the meteorologists at the National Weather Service, as well as any changes the NWS has instituted to weather prediction and weather warning issuance, and to give a, quote, farmer's almanac, end quote, style forecast preview for what the NWS is predicting for severe weather in our area for 2025, which has already been very active. Patty and Steve Palmer, KA0SPM, would be Steve there, will talk about the Skywarn program, giving us an overview of the program's goals and the expectations for the program's continued growth. How to become a spotter involved with Southwest Missouri Skywarn, and tools that are recommended for spotting, such as what types of radios and any mobile weather station equipment. We'll also talk about the rally points, simplex tactical frequencies, and repeater systems to monitor and report during severe weather. And of course, I'm going to hopefully be there, and maybe I can hit up our DMR side stuff again if I'm able to make it. This event is open to anyone with any club or group such as ARIES, RACIES, as well as public safety and emergency management. Spotters and team members are also encouraged to attend. For a Branson repeater update, Monday, March 31st, Jeff, W0AV, Kent, N0IRM, and James, KB0NHX, removed the equipment from the 146.655 repeater and the 444.45 DMR repeater, and hauled it up to the area above the observation deck at Inspiration Tower. These repeaters, along with the 462.575 GMRS repeaters, were all racked up in the equipment cabinets and equipment connected to the cabinets. One cabinet was originally used to house the 145.270 repeater, and the other cabinet was the 927.0125 cabinet when it was originally installed. The tower climbers drilled the hole in the roof and mounted the entry port and hooked up the brackets. This says looked at the brackets. There we go. Looked at the brackets. So we have a game plan for the antenna installations. Lastly, our wireless internet provider completed a site survey to confirm that they could still provide internet at the location, and the good news is they still can. Weather permitting, I believe the work is set to take place this upcoming Tuesday for the antenna installations. Now here are some regional events of interest around the area. As mentioned, the Hams Around the Ozarks breakfast will be this Saturday at Golden Corral, 2020 East Primrose Street in Springfield, and they begin meeting at 8 a.m. All are welcome. The Polk County Amateur Radio Club meets on the second Tuesday of each month at 5:30 this month, so that'll be April 8th, 5:30 p.m., and the meetings are held at the Polk County Library's Bolivar Branch, 1690 West Broadway Street. This month from 6 to 8 p.m. we'll have Steve Runnels probably, along with, who knows, maybe another member from the Weather Service, but we'll be doing storm spotter training. So if you're interested in becoming a storm spotter and knowing what to look for and have not been able to make one of those meetings yet, that's a good opportunity. Though I have been told we may actually be full for the storm spotter training. Our emergency manager has notified me that he has 40 to 50 people confirmed going from the public safety sector, plus probably 15 or 20 from my club. So we may be full. So do show up either way, and if we have the room, we'll be more than happy to take extra. So that'll be 6 to 8 on Tuesday, April 8th, at the Polk County Library in Bolivar, following the Polk County meeting at 5:30. For all the latest information about Polk County Amateur Radio, find us on Facebook at facebook.com/K0 Papa Lima Kilo. Here are some regional nets of interest around the area. The Region D SMLRS net, the Region D ARIES SMLRS net, is every Friday at 7:30 on all primary and backup SMLRS repeaters. The Polk County Amateur Radio net is every Monday night at 7 p.m. on the 14706, the 443.675, and the 442.425 repeaters, all yielding a 162.2 Hertz tone, along with All-Star 565, 500, and Echolink K0 NXA-L. The Region D Aries 6-meter net is every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on the 53.270 Republic repeater, PL of 162.2, and on All-Star 551.050. The Ozarks All Digital Modes net is every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on DMR, NXDN, and P25 Talk Group 31291 and Fusion Room 31291. You can access that on any digital repeater across the Ozarks or on your personal hotspot. The Springfield and Spark combined 220 net is every Wednesday at 8:30, and it can be found on the 224.28 PL 162.2 in Springfield or the 224.4 PL 107.2 in Sedalia, along with Echolink K0NXA-L and All-Star 565-500. The Missouri DMR net is every Wednesday night at 7:30. You can find that on Missouri DMR Talk Group 3129. And finally, the Greene County Aries net is every Thursday at 8 p.m. on the 147.225 PL 162.2 following this net. All right, with that, we'll begin taking check-ins. Let me break for time. All right, we'll begin taking check-ins. We'll take check-ins in 3 sections. We'll start with short of time and mobile, followed by All-Star and Echolink, and then we'll finish with any and all check-ins. When checking in, we ask that you please provide your call sign first phonetically, then the regular way, along with your name and location and which repeater you're using to join the net. We also ask that you please key down for about 1 second before you begin speaking to allow for your entire transmission to be heard. We'll now take short of time and mobile stations. Short of time and mobile, anyone that would like to join the net? Any short of time or mobile stations that would like to join the net, please call now.
Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta. KE0 MAD Sean and Aurora.
Kilo Bravo 0 November Hotel X-Ray. KB0 NHX Mobile in Republic. Short time, no traffic. Thanks for running that, Brad.
Springfield with no traffic on the 015. Thank you, Brad.
Kilo Echo 0 Oscar Mike Juliet. KE0 OMJ Roger in Springfield Mobile. On the 015, no traffic.
Kilo Echo 6 Golf Alpha Echo KE6GAE Dave in Rogersville on the 442.425. No traffic, short time. I will keep streaming the net, folks.
Take control.
But I got a couple things I need to do in the background.
November 5, Juliet Bravo Papa, N5 JBT. My name is Joe. I'm in Carroll County, Arkansas. Have no traffic.
And then as soon as it gets over, I'll make an announcement about the Simplex net that Sean does down in Aurora on 146.460. Starts at 8 o'clock.
All right, pause there. I got November 5, Juliet Bravo Papa Joe in Carroll County, Arkansas. Kilo Echo 0 Zulu Kilo Mike Marvin in Battlefield. KE0 OMJ Roger in Ozark. KB0 NHX James. James, you said Republic, right? You and Billy were at the same time.
Yep, that's correct. Mobile in Republic.
All right, thank you. We also got N0 SRO Billy in Springfield and KE0 MAD Sean in Aurora. Sean, did you have any comments?
Nope. Only comment is if anybody wants to get in Simplex net here on 146.460 at 8 o'clock, well, I'd be more than welcome to have you. That's all I got. KE0 MAD. Thanks for running the net.
All right, thank you for your check-in. We'll also check with KE6GAE, who we picked up during the announcements round. Dave, did you have anything else for the net?
K0 KDW. The rest of the net is KE6GAE. No, didn't have anything else for the net, Brad. Just doing some stuff in the background, so I wanted to make sure I got checked in.
All right, thank you for your check-in as always there, Dave. And that brings us back down to the bottom of the list. This is Kilo Alpha Zero Kilo Delta Whiskey. Do we have any other short of time or mobile stations come now?
Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Papa India, KE0 MPI, Paul on the Nixa 270, no traffic.
Yeah, I just dropped in the chat, everybody. Sean's YouTube channel. He does stream the Simplex Net.
Kilo Zero Delta Sierra, AK0DS, Kent and Ozark on the 015, no traffic.
He does stream the Simplex Net on his YouTube channel. And once again, it's 146.460. And when he starts off the net on his vertical. And I'm in Rogersville. I'm about 40 miles from him. When I get down there, no problem, even with my antenna lowered. But if you have a hard time, just wait till he spins around on his beam. He starts in the southeast, goes all the way back around to the southwest.
Alrighty, we got Alpha Kilo Zero Delta Sierra, Kent and Ozark on the 15. And so we're going to go ahead now move along and take any stations off of All-Star and Echolink. Any All-Star or Echolink stations, please come in with your call signs first phonetically, then the regular way, your first name and your location. And again, please key up for about a second, and then begin speaking so I can hear your whole transmission. Any All-Star or Echolink stations, please call K0KDW.
But once he gets on the beam, he picks up stations all the way around southern Missouri, southwest Missouri.
Romeo Echo Whiskey, WD0REW. Through Springfield on All-Star, no traffic.
So it's a good way to test out your equipment on Simplex. And it's a good net to check into. Once again, that'll be at 8 p.m.
All right, picked up one more there. I got WD0REW, Drew in Springfield. And not seeing anybody on All-Star, any additional on All-Star or Echolink, we'll go ahead and move to any and all check-ins. Any and all check-ins for the Thursday night NARC net. Please come now.
Once again, that'll be at 8 p.m. on 146.460.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Juliet, Quebec, November. KF0, JQN, Brandon, and Walnut Grove. No traffic.
So hopefully we catch a few of you over there on his channel and on the net.
Kilo Zero Echo Alpha Victor K0 EAV, John and Nixa, no traffic.
This is K5 Papa Juliet Radio, K5 PJR Rogersville. My name is Tony and I'm on the 015.
Kilo Bravo Zero Tango Kilo Victor KB0 TKB Dave in Sparta on the 015, no traffic.
All right, picked up a few more there. Got KB0TKV, Dave in Sparta, and I created a new town there, Dave. I accidentally typed an R between the T and the A, so for a brief moment you were from Sparta. All right, we got K5PJR, Tony in Rogersville, and K0EAV, John in Nixa, and KF0JQN, Brandon in Walnut Grove. Do we have any additional stations for the Thursday night Nixa Amateur Radio Club's check-in net? Please come now.
Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Papa India, KE0 MPI, Paul on the Nixa 270, no traffic.
No break right there. Paul, I'm sorry if I forgot to acknowledge you, but I did get you. You were just above Kent out of Ozark, so my apologies on that. I think I forgot to go back up and acknowledge you there. Any additional stations, please come now. All right, once again, this is the Thursday night Nixa Amateur Radio Club's check-in net. This is Kilo Alpha Zero Kilo Delta Whiskey, and I'll make this a final call for anyone, anywhere that would like to join the Thursday night NARC net. Please come now. All right, hearing no additional stations, we'd like to thank everyone who joined the net this evening. There was 14 check-ins, and counting myself, we had 15 participants. So 14 check-ins, 15 participants. We look forward to those 14 and many more next Thursday night, where we have Roger, KE0OMJ, on the roster for next week. This is Kilo Alpha Zero Kilo Delta Whiskey, returning the Nixa Amateur Radio Club's linked repeater system, or I guess it's no longer called that, but we're returning the repeaters to normal use. As a reminder, they will be linked together until 9 p.m. KA0KDW, clear. Break, KE0MPI, KA0KDW. My apologies again.
All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. I am Dave, and this is where ham radio comes to life. But like I was saying earlier, I definitely want to tell everybody the Simplex Net at 8 p.m. on 146.460. Great way to test out your equipment. And Sean starts out on the vertical. Like I said, I'm about 40 miles from him, and I'm able to get to it with my vertical only up. Well, right now it's probably up 13 feet, if that. And I'll be able to get to him on my vertical. I won't be his normal signal, but once he goes over to his beam, everybody around that's in Southwest Missouri shouldn't have a problem. Also want to remind everybody this coming Saturday's Hams Around the Ozarks breakfast at Golden Corral there off of Primrose and Glimstone. We meet in the back room from 8 a.m. We're usually there till about 10 a.m. It's not a club-specific event. You don't even have to belong to a club to join us. This is a breakfast that I put together to bring all the hams in Southwest Missouri together. Last month we had a pretty good turnout, almost filled the back room. Hopefully this month we will fill the back room. I'd like to get it to where eventually we might be taking up both parts of that back room, or they give us the bigger room. And then also on April the 12th, we got the fox hunt at Nathaniel Green Park that Sean's putting on. Never done one? Come on out. There'll be several of us there to help you with fox hunting. Sean will even have a station set up to do a little instruction with if you want to go out and do it by yourself. But other than that, everybody, I'm going to say 73 to all. So I'm going to go over and jump on the Sean stream. Got the link there in the chat. And go join the Simplex net that he puts on. So we'll say 73 all. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of you this Saturday at the breakfast. Once again, thanks for coming by. KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. This is where ham radio comes to life. We can all learn this ham radio stuff together. 73 and have a good evening.